96 to 2003.
That's a third strike. How much time did they issue with?
25 to life.
And they don't give you no good time, good behavior. And all that.
You do 85% of whatever they gave.
I feel like my life on the line. Jungle in these streets, take the beats on the line. Hustle to increase, put it all on the line. House to spouse, family freedom, walking yards on the line. Every day I wake feel like my life on the line. Jungle in these streets, take the beats on the line.
What up, what up, what up? What's up, y'all? Back on the line. I'm Junior with JJ Fomby, man. We coming to y'all. We got some new stuff we gonna spit with y'all. JJ Fomby, what's happening, man? What's going on your side of town, man?
Beware, squares. We back on the scene. That's all.
Let me check myself. Hold up. Okay, there we go. Yeah.
All right, this ain't time to be. I ain't finna start talking like that right now. This ain't your Hollywood shot right there. Here we go. You just got your visiting room face on. What's happening, dog?
Yeah, I'm in a visiting room, man. I got a visitor today, so that's how we doing it there. But what's up, man? What's happening? Holla at me.
Oh man, perpetrating as a square, man. Fair. That's all. That's it, man. Trying to make it through the day, man. Trying to stay alive. That's all.
How was the new year, man? Happy New Year to you. 2021 is in full effect right now. 2021 is in full effect. So what's going on with you, man?
Oh man, trying to stay alive. See, Bente Uno be a great year.
Yes, man. You know what? I think with everybody who has been doing a New Year's resolution, I'm gonna lose weight, I'm gonna gain weight, I'm gonna stop smoking cigarettes, I'm gonna get rid of this nigga, I'm gonna get rid of this bitch, whatever. Everybody wants the same as far as 2021 to be a better year, for everybody, because we've been taking L's. We've been taking L's, boy. That's an alphabet that a lot of people don't even like no more, man. It's time for some W's up in here.
So when you make reference for the viewers and the listener, when you use the term L, it means short for the capital L in losses.
Yes,
that's what he's talking about. When you say taking L's, it means you're taking losses.
Yeah, a lot of us, man, has been fighting to stand up. But where I'm from, you can get knocked down, just gonna get knocked out.
Man,
there's a difference between being knocked down and knocked out. So once you defer those two, then you'll be all right,
Yeah, not for play, but for real.
Yes, yeah.
So, I want to further jump into a topic that kind of a little bit this, a little bit of that, and I don't know how
we go.
Yeah, I don't know the viewers and listeners ready for this right here, but trying to pass this pandemic stuff. Life is still going on beyond just the pandemic report every 15 minutes on the news.
Yep.
The presidential election and the president-elect and all that conversation and budgets and stimulus packages, et cetera, et cetera. Life's still pushing out in these streets. They ain't paying attention to the news. They might be making the news, but they ain't paying attention to the news.
Mm-hmm.
So, something I find odd at a time like this, and I ain't talking about no marches and none of that type of stuff. I'm talking about some other stuff. We're going to get back. We're going to stay on the line. And it's not a funny matter. Really, it's not. I just kind of looked at it like, wow. Really kind of set me back on something, which was the places we been and the places I've been. As far as the type of individuals that I've been surrounded by force, but not by choice. Meaning this, my potential cellies, which almost all of them my cellies mean cellmates, short for cellmates. I use the term cellie. That's a short term for cellmates. That's me. Many years ago, I was in Calipatra. Had the short sleeve on. Yeah, Calipatra State Prison. There's some people I might have been around there where I thought was straight. And when I mean straight was good people to hang with.
Right. Yeah.
Man, as I sit back and reflect on all the individuals I've been around, I've been around some treacherous people that outdo me hands down. But they be like a choir boy. But you just don't know who you're surrounding yourself around when you're on them yards.
Or out here on the streets.
There you go. You already beat me to it. So got to step back, pay attention to what's going on in your life, man. Same people say they love you. I see the same people watch you go down your demise. You know,
or help you up down to your demise. They might show you the fucking freeway entrance.
as well. So if you got somebody in your life that your spirit ain't right with them, but you love them and you're trying to overlook it, don't overlook it. Step back and say, you know what? Let me end this relationship. When I mean relationship, I'm talking about not a sexual relationship, just communication and being in their presence on some kind of basis.
Yeah.
But so let me slide back, get off the street, get back on the yard. So as I viewed a few things on the news, and I gotta watch when I look at it on news and on the social media, the news, the media. They use the term media. You gotta watch what they talking about. But now they brought up this guy. Usually it's the Caucasoid is the one that's always on the news. This time it was one of us. When I mean one of us, I'm talking about a black man. I said, damn. I don't want to get all into it because I'm gonna control the run the footage.
America's worst serial killer has died. His name was Samuel Little, and he confessed to more than 90 murders. He claimed 20 of his victims were in the Los Angeles area. Little was convicted in 2014 of killing 3 women in South LA, but claimed many more. He was serving 3 consecutive life sentences at the state prison in Lancaster. The cause of death is under investigation, but authorities say tonight foul play was not involved. In 2018, Little began to reveal that he had murdered 93 people in 19 states starting in 1970. He told investigators and 60 Minutes that most of his victims were women struggling with addiction or prostitution.
I got away with numerous murders of women in my life over a span of 50 years.
Mm-hmm. Where did you kill the most?
Oh, that's easy. Florida and California.
Yeah. What city did you kill the most in?
Miami and Los Angeles.
And how many did you kill in Los Angeles?
Los Angeles, approximately 20.
Now, one of those LA victims was 41-year-old Carol Alford. In 1987, she was strangled and left to die in an alley at East 27th Street near downtown LA. When Little was arrested and charged with her murder in 2013, it was, as you can imagine, a big relief for her daughter, who had been waiting all those years for justice.
I was really, really, really excited, and I was happy, and I was discussing it. I had thought they had given up, but I do thank them from the bottom of my heart.
And the FBI tonight is still trying to solve dozens of cases Little has taken responsibility for.
Ooh. Ooh. Hold on before you go in on this, man. You know, growing up, being from where we from, doing from what we were doing, we've been around killers. Known some of them, ran from them, ran with them. But this is a totally different category we're going into right now. This is a mentally sick-minded person that has to do some shit like that. This guy, you heard, over a span of 50 years that he's been doing this. Now, take a closer look at this. Women only. That's a disadvantage already right there because they're women. Then we throw in the fact that they were prostitutes and strung out on drugs. So his mental thinking was probably, they ain't gonna be nothing anyway. They're, a waste of life or whatever the case may be. This is his mental thinking. Not knowing these women still had children, parents, family, whatever the case may be, they're still a human being. So that's why I said this dude was sick in the head to have, and then he go to another state and repeat the same get down. So I'm no doctor by any means necessary, but I'm just going off of what I heard from the news. This dude is mentally sick, man. This is something that, you know, he had not even an urge. What was his motive? I just think he had a head problem, man. There's no excuse for what he has done.
Clearly, there's no excuse for this. I don't even fuck with niggas like that.
No, not at all.
To all my best of knowledge, at another date, I probably elaborate on something about someone where I grew up at. But at this time, I'm not going to elaborate on that. But I don't fuck with niggas like this, dog. I'm not there. You can't be my celly. I can't send you a dime. I can't show you how to go get a roll of toilet paper from the fucking storage room. I can't do nothing. Bottom line, what I really want to say, I ain't gonna say on camera, but
yeah, I follow you.
He would have never been my celly. It would never been my celly. That's the no-go. But you don't know who at them domino tables. You don't know. You don't know who at the domino table. You don't know who you giving a shot of coffee to.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? You think, oh man, this old man is straight. This, he was. I'd have been around, and when I say I've been around in my building, some serial killers. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't fuck with them. Not that I was scared of them. I seen a lot of them get punked.
So, but see, let me ask you this: and that building, on that yard you was in, do those type of people go in the same category as snitches, child molesters, and woman beaters?
I'm gonna be honest with you. It depends on the politics on the yard. You know what I'm saying? Different ethnicities got different kind of policies. Now, right. somebody wanted to step up. Guarantee that some of those young ladies or those ladies were murdered. Probably got family members. That's probably
no. They do. They do. I guarantee you that.
So it's just the same similar. So I don't know if he was on the SNY yard, which means the sensitive need, which other words in other places called protected custody. California has involved into a lot of having these sensitive need yards or sensitive need capable. It's a lot of, so I don't know that particular yard he was on in Lancaster. Was it what kind of yard he was on? So there's different kind of politics. So he had probably done something to somebody's kinfolk, relative, or parent, or something of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
Get food on the yard and hear that name and get on him. You know what I'm saying? Do the best they can to him. Then again, I know there's people that was titled serial killers that were in the yard when I was on. Let me clear something up. Don't matter how tough you is in these streets in your own hood. And this could be universal no matter what state, county, or country you're in. There's always a motherfucker tougher than you. Believe that. The same thing equal to sports. Yeah. There's always somebody better than you when you go from Pop Warner to junior high school to high school to college, and then you step off into the professional sports.
Or there's somebody up and coming. There's always somebody up and coming.
So transition that to the yard. There's always somebody tougher than you on that yard. See, it's a different functions when you on the penitentiary policy and then when you're on the streets. Streets, you explain that you have that sniper with you at all times, all day. I know quite a few of them. You don't want to see them when they got that strap, that sniper. You don't want to be around them. You don't want to be on their bad side. So that's send you out of here. But put some of those individuals on the prison yards. So I'm gonna get chewed the fuck up. Don't last. Choked out, get their shit took, get rammed in, all kind of shit go down. You're like that niggas would tell you in a minute, you ain't got that pistol no more, nigga. You out there on this lawn, on the line, where your homies at now? Where that pistol at? Countless of times I done seen different people from different states that come out here that was this and that. people from different hoods to come out this and even people in my own hood where I grew up at. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
But see, that's what I'm saying.
So,
with this, we always seen somebody we know in the hood or a different hood that has a jacket of they'll lay you down for
correct.
whatever reason. But this type of dude, what he did, this has no merit behind it. You killing women, you don't get no stripes off that, homie. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that you've been doing it for years is, like I said, he's a sick individual. So when he do go to jail, do they go to protective custody? Because it's only a matter of time for when somebody who gonna find out who you are. Everybody knows what everybody's in there for.
Correct. I'm saying to you,
you can't hide your case. If you did something, you could be in there 2 or 3 months. Somebody gonna know what your case is, whether the CO leak it out or people gonna know what you in for. You can't hide that.
Correct. That's what you ain't gonna be able to do. In that situation, I don't know that yard, or was he in a hole? Was he on the main line? Or that yard he's on, there's other people like him. So what they would do would put people that was have high profile cases, they'll pile them all on one yard or put them all in one building. You understand where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
In that yard, I don't know if there's so you got other rapists and other child molesters or other sexual deviants, predators, or on their yard, or other killers of that magnitude from their record. You dig where I'm coming from? Because the people that's in there regularly, they looking like, oh, you out here doing all this? You know what I'm saying? They're gonna run that on you.
Oh, of course. Yeah, because then you said something a few minutes ago to where he did something in LA, Los Angeles. That could have been somebody, auntie, grandma, who was a kid at that time when it happened. Now he's an adult and he's on the same yard as you. You think he gonna let that slide?
Well, you under the impression that he won't let that slide.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because we look at that man that don't have a problem about killing. So it's a little bit different when you're dealing with somebody. What was his weapon of choice? Did he just use his hands? Did he use a knife? Or use the pistol?
Also, you're killing women who's not physically in the same category as you. And I guarantee they were all much younger than him, or, less physical than he was. Because he looked like he could have been a pretty big dude in his youth.
Okay, well, like I said, I don't want to say it like this, but if he's true, and I guess they believe you, there's some truth to what he's saying. It's like playing football, right? Or playing a sport. I use football because I play football. Sometimes you become a technician, which means you know all the techniques. You don't have to think what technique to use when you rushing the passer. You're either going to swim, or you're going to rip, or you're going to bull rush. Depends on the force that comes upon you when you make that step forward. What I'm saying to you is, the amount of reputations he didn't, if that's true, he'd have been in some scuffle. I don't think all the people just allowed him to just take him out. Someone had gave him some funk. So,
yeah, but a woman giving you a struggle is going to be totally different than a man giving you a struggle. That's just how it is, bro.
I'm saying to you. You might ain't understanding what I'm saying. I'm not explaining it correct. I'm saying if he did killed 80 people, okay, we're just gonna go back to
that's a lot of people, man.
So we just say with the mark that he gave, he killed 80 people.
Yes.
And how did you kill all 80? Usually these individuals have a modus operandi. So most likely he might have used a tool. He might have had a weapon of this kind of choice. Or he used a pistol. I didn't do the investigation. But based on, I'm gonna think that that's some personal stuff. So he probably had a knife.
Yeah, or strangled them with his bare hands when they.
So now here we go. Now here we go in the yard with a dude that got 80 people He didn't confess it against the cops, or the DA believes that he knocked down 80 people. Okay, and he probably used his hands. Now you got to do it on the yard that probably ain't never killed none of that, nothing die before they take that run at you. You might want to think a little bit more different about running up on this old man.
Well, you can always have an element of surprise. You know what I mean?
That's true. You got that right. But we're talking about weighing out your options. I said that he could get touched. That's not true. He could get touched.
Yes.
And on that case, depending on the politics on the yard that you own, somebody find out. I don't think too many people are going to stop you from running, taking that shot at you.
And then we got to factor in too. We got to factor in, a lot of COs playing into that game, bro.
Oh yeah, they're going.
You already know where I'm going.
I got you. So yeah. I believe if he wouldn't have protected custody and locked down in the cell where they got him chained down, walking him to the shower. He's staying in the cell. He ain't coming out.
Or he didn't have a cellie. He probably didn't have a cellie.
Nah. But CDCR is scandalous. They will set you up. They more scandalous than the county jail sheriff, LA County jail. So look, we're gonna flip over and go quick. He's the same situation. Control, run that other footage. This guy.
Oh, him, yeah. I remember him. Hey, he dead too, huh?
Yeah, if I'm correct, yes.
Yeah. And matter of fact, he was close to home because he was close to a neighborhood where a family member was. He was working on people's cars and doing all kind of shit, man. And they had no idea that this dude was a cold serial killer. So that goes back to what you were saying, about you never know who you letting in your circle, letting stand next to you, letting in your house, letting in your car. You just don't know who the hell these motherfuckers are, man. Everybody got a song and a dance to get you to buy into what they doing or selling without you even just knowing. And that's one thing that I thank the prison system for, because your antennas are always up. You know what I mean? The body might sleep, but the mind will never sleep. You always got to be on your P's and Q's every day, all day. Not daytime, not nighttime. It's an all-time thing. So, with that dude, I seen a few stories on him that was close to home, man. I was like, wow. He was just a hop, skip, and jumping away from, some family members I knew. Yeah, he was something else, man. This guy was just, I read stories of him, but I don't know how he passed away, how he died, or how he got killed, or was it foul play, or they never mentioned none of that with either one of these dudes. So it could be some foul play in there. Motherfucker just probably was waiting on their time, and then shit just got him. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's that's something that you always got to look at. And it's crazy how we as black people think, oh, only white people and blah blah blah. Man, these type of people come in all shapes, sizes, and colors. But what you don't hear too much is female serial killers. That's something else. You don't hear about the female serial killers. I haven't heard of any before in my lifetime, but I'm sure they're out there, and if they are out there, I think their targets will be a little bit more easier, because I met female jackers before, but not a female serial killer. If she was, I didn't fucking know it. So yeah, that's just something we got to be mindful of when we having a handyman or a person that, fixing your car, or even your next door neighbor, or any type of thing like that, to where, you befriend somebody. Why are they befriending you? Who knows? You know what I mean? They can be befriending you for you can draw any conclusion and you might be right. So you don't want to have that attitude of, not trusting nobody. But shit, man, when your life is on the line, that's when you got to fight for all yours. Who is this guy? With these young women, I got nieces out there, sisters, I wouldn't want none of this stuff to happen to them,
Yeah.
It's just crazy. Yeah.
Yep. I'm back at you.
Yeah, that dude, man. Yeah, he was close to home.
Yeah, real close.
He was a hop, skip, and a jump away from somebody I knew.
So, due to this, due to that, this is what happens when you're doing things live. Not to laugh at the conversation, but to laugh at the technical difficulty that just took place. But keep the line pushing. Yeah, I was hearing, that living with the dude out here in California, that he was getting marked out up in the county. He was putting the bully down on him, punching him out, et cetera, et cetera. Sheriffs didn't give a damn about him. So I'm talking about the green sleeper dude. I just thank God that it wasn't none of my family members and female family members that was involved in that, but it's almost like that Jim Jones thing, man. It's a heavy pill to swallow, man. It just,
I remember that. I wasn't born, I don't think, when that happened, but I heard the stories about the Jim Jones. Now, both of these cats are gone off the earth. They dead, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Now, see, they said they both died in the jail cell. So nobody said it's foul play or what, or they hung themselves. You just, they say they still investigating that, but like I said earlier, you can draw any conclusion about that, and you might be right.
Hey, look, when they sentence you, life sentences and life without, that's what they designate you to do. They're not planning on letting you out. The intention is not that you live out do the sentence. They couldn't.
No, not when you have a heinous crime like that. 80 people. You kill 80 people, not just on no shoot 'em up, bang bang. I'm robbing it. You kill 80 innocent women just because you felt in your heart they wouldn't worth to walk the earth, and you've been doing this since the 70s.
Yeah, let me touch on something. For the record, I know this is weird not weird, but just on some real shit. Me and Junior don't condone this kind of shit, dog. We ain't with this. These are the type of niggas we run on the yard. If I was on the yard with a nigga like this nigga finna get up off this yard. You know what I'm saying? I'm running, but we're gonna get him off this yard. This is either I personally or those that run with me. We're gonna boot up and get him out of here. Just, and I'm not talking because it's trying to be on the internet or a lot of people that see me that be on the yard with me. And for the record, I wasn't the toughest one on the yard. I wasn't. I just wasn't no punk and no buster. That's all I'm telling you. So I want to address this for the people, family members that lost their family members to these dudes. Please don't understand that we're not singling out you or singling you out and putting you out on the internet or talking about the situation. We're just looking at people that do look at this and think of all people that go to prison condones that type of shit. That's not true.
That's not true at all.
We're talking from the state level into the federal prison system. State level California, and I think all the other state institutions are people that do their thing in the streets. Don't condone this. If you start saying the gang members or everybody go to jail does this, do that. Nah, we ain't with that shit. Us black men, I would never have a dude like this on myself. We're gonna get him up. We're gonna fuck him up straight up. We're gonna run him up out of there. We're gonna somebody in that culture, the black culture, gonna get their hands wet, get their hands dirty, or get their feet wet on getting this dude off. It's called removal. So then they put him in a protected custody unit where the cops watch him all day and they don't come out their cell and da-da-da-da-da. They go on to all that shit.
And he is with other people in his category. We had something in the feds. It's a building that you go to and they call it the Rat Factory. Yeah. So the cheese factory. That's what they call it, the cheese factory. And that's where they go there and they do their thing and they're amongst each other, so they feel safe and comfortable around each other. They ain't got to worry about that.
Right.
You know what I mean? They can go shower freely. They might talk about indulging on who they snitching. I mean, you got people over there who snitched on, some big wigs. You know what I'm saying? They done brought down a lot of people, man. And the people they done snitched on, when I say never, sometimes people say never, but in this situation, never coming home. We talking about life with 100 years, and the judge will tell you, well, do whatever you can do first.
Yeah.
So, like you said, we're not condoning none of that. We don't thumbs up that, and we're not the same. And as I said earlier, people who we knew, grew up with, and ran with that killed people and did all this. This is different. You know, this is different. This has nothing to do with that bullshit these two clowns were doing.
Right. Let me say this. I know the Reaper dude, he worked for the police department. When I mean he worked for, he was like a mechanic for the LAPD.
He was.
You know what I'm saying?
They had no idea.
Now, to trip me out, which means this would trip me out. He didn't have no background. So you chasing a dude, you worried about dudes who got a background. And I think this other guy, Little, he ain't had no background either. So these two dudes don't know each other, got no background, and out here doing running amok and doing most heinous shit on earth. Ain't got no background.
And getting away with it for years.
One working right up under the police department. He out there cleaning his cars, fixing their cars. Hey, Joe, how you doing? Boy, that was a slap in the face for real. That was woo.
It was.
I like it. Yeah. I just trip off. You work a lot of people. Some people with backgrounds on dealing with they're dealing with women. You know what I mean? You don't want them walking around with women, your kids. I got you. But then there's some people like, they got robberies of, cases that involve that, or just got a background. You more concerned not letting them work, who probably at the time they saying, man, I'm through with all this shit. I'm gonna do this square shit and give them an opportunity to go work. And you not letting them work, holding them back and not allowing them to work, but you go ahead and do with no record. He out there doing more scrupulous shit under the law.
It's all about perception. It's all about perception. He talked a good one to get up in there and made it seem like he was a granddad, probably, retired from the army or something. He probably had some type of cap he done ran on him and to get in there, man. You know how it is. But then once he used that opportunity to do what he was doing, a mechanic in the daytime and a serial killer at night. But remember who he was targeting. Prostitutes, women, number one. Prostitutes or streetwalkers, or however you want to call them, still they don't deserve that. And drug users who don't deserve it. But in his mind, like I said, he probably felt that they didn't need to have a chance at life. Who gave you the opportunity to play God?
Real talk, not for play. That's enough with these dudes, man. It's just tripped that she was two black men. And like, damn, yo, wow. But like I say, man, this is a reflection on what I'm telling people about watch who you around, and who you got your kids around, and who you calling home, boy. You need to be concerned, man. I say there's a bunch of them out there, but I don't work for the people who take the statistics about this. But damn, yeah, I know there's probably more out there, dog. So you got to be cautious and watch who you make comments about, and who you hang with, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But that's enough of that. That just hit me like, damn, like these.
Yeah, it's some serious stuff, but
So we're gonna slide out. This is you want to say before we slide out, Junior?
Absolutely, man. To the people out there listening and watching, we in the new year. Like I said, everybody got their New Year resolution, and I feel everybody New Year resolution would be, let's just get past what's going on now. Check on everybody, whether through call, text. Just watch yourself, and let's start this year strong and get back on the horse and ride on out. And thanks for tuning in with us. You're on the line. You got this guy, Fambi. You got me. You got everybody. We're gonna bring it to you. Thank you for tuning in once again. And Controls, we out.
Well, I got one more thing before we get out of here, Control. He forgot to say this. If you like what you hear, go to Digital Soapbox Network.
Yes, I did.
And if you also like this, go to JJ Fumby YouTube channel and like and subscribe, share to other people, as well as go to JJ Fumby Instagram page, like, be a follower, go to Hub City, like and follow, and go to On the Line PS, like, follow. And also, we have a Facebook now page, On the Line Facebook, On the Line Pod. Be a follower, be a friend, and stay tuned. We might have some more stuff coming for you soon, and you need to know one more thing. We also got to give a shout out to our boy, man, The Wire Entertainment, The Wire Lounge Live, Digital Soapbox, Smooth Cut Productions, Artist Shield. One more thing I got to give Tony Montana, my boy Battle Rabbit. I got one more person we got to give a shout out to. I forgot. I'm trying to think. Who should we be thinking, man? Oh, did I say Digital Soapbox?
Yes, you did.
Okay. Make sure we say that, man. Oh, yeah. Smooth Cut Production. Did I say that?
Yes, you did.
Did I say Artist Shield?
Yes, you did.
Oh, did I say Wire Entertainment?
Yes, you did.
Okay. We out here, y'all. On the line.
Every day, on the line. Every day, on the line. Every day, Digital Soapbox. Every day, on the line. I remain every